Good day, dear friends. Again, my name is Jaydee, and welcome to Jaydee's Corner. And here at Jaydee's Corner, we will talk about random stuffs, things that I find relevant to share to everyone. So, for today's episode, I'm going to share to you about the word bookworm. Before we proceed in discussing about the word bookworm, allow me to read a verse from the Bible. Blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of this prophecy and keeps those things which are written in it, for the time is near. Revelations 1:3. Are you a bookworm? Bookworms are people who love to read books. They consider these small, flat, and rigid rectangle or square of papers as a treasure that can unfold the worlds and of wonder and pleasure. They are those who enjoy the comfort, quiet, and the excitement of a book anytime and anywhere. While many people perceive reading books as an absolute hobby, you will be surprised to find find its many positive effects on your emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and psychological state of mind. Reading, apart from uh, being a hobby, it unravels wonders. It unravels wonders about knowledge, about information about the world, information about a certain subject. I myself reads from time to time. I read novels and textbooks, and of course, inspirational books as well. But it's nice. It pays to be a reader because it would be difficult for someone to speak about a certain topic, about a certain subject, if you do not know an information about it. And uh, written works, books, are actually great references to reflect also on life experiences. With the popularity of the internet, psychologists still encourages parents to expose their children to books at their earliest stage. They say children need to hear 1,000 books read aloud to them before they will become early readers. It may seem a lot, but if you read one story a day, that's 365 a year. If you read three stories a day, that's over 1,000 a year. Wow. There's actually a power in reading. If you're doing a research, the major tip for you would be keep on reading, read a lot of journals, a lot of books. If you're going to teach, reading is also a major tip. In life, I would say that reading is also a great thing because um, re- hardbound books actually smells good. Like if I have an ebook copy on my tablet, it's also nice. But if I can have a hard copy, I'd prefer the hard copy one, because it smells great. I mean, the smell of papers are great. Um, but since we're moving towards an age of digital, I think the ebooks are also nice. Okay. So yeah, 365 stories a day. If you read that, that's a lot. So take time to find a moment to read in a day. To adults, reading good books has a lot of advantages. Readers are more likely to learn something new every day. It helps relieve stress and makes you relax. It enhances your memory, boosts your analytical thinking, and expands your vocabulary. People who read are more likely to get ahead when it comes to their careers and life in general. That's actually quite somehow true. But then again, it doesn't mean that you're a bookworm. It doesn't mean that you're an intellect of texts. It doesn't mean that it would define your success in life. Remember that there is still knowledge, wisdom, and information that can be gained through experiences. So again, gaining information, knowledge, and wisdom is not only solely from the books, it can also be experienced. So it's great if you experience them, if you experience it and at the same time read about a certain topic. Start the journey with your Bible. It's the best-selling book of all time. In many cases, God especially asked the prophets to write down His message for you. Read and learn about heaven. In the words of prophecy, God desires to give you hope and knowledge of things to come. Reading the Bible and other wholesome books is always a great way to start and finish off your day. The Bible is the window in this prison world through which we may look into eternity. This is by Timothy Dwight. So, reading is a great hobby. It's a good hobby. Let's all find time to read in a day. Just a short time, short moment of uh, silence to read and give yourself time to gain knowledge and wisdom from reading a certain book. But of course, the Bible is a good source of information and knowledge. It's a great source of information of knowledge. If you're looking for stories, there are a lot of stories of Bible characters there that you will be inspired, especially in the life of Jesus. We have the life of Daniel, the prophets. We have Isaiah, Jeremiah. We also have the stories about the disciples. Um, it's a great book that you can learn a lot on how you're going to deal with life. Like you have the Proverbs, you also have the Psalms. But more than that, it's a book that would enlighten you on what is happening in the world as well today. So, reading, it's no longer it's not that most loved hobby by many people, but I personally love reading, and let's all love reading because loving to read is loving to learn, and it's actually great to learn something new a day. And also, let's all try to expand our thoughts about gaining knowledge, that it's not only from experiences, but books are there to be read. Okay, and always find time to enjoy reading. Do not just read it out of compliance. There was a moment that I had to read books for compliance, but but eventually I started to love reading, and it pays to love reading because you're going to gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom from these texts. So that is being bookworm. Let's all try to find time in every day to find time on studying or in reading to expand our knowledge and information about the world. And also, I encourage you to read the Bible for spiritual and mental growth as well. Lord, allow me that as I read and study your word, give me your gift and understanding and wisdom. It's very important that before we open the Bible, let us always pray and ask for wisdom from God. And every time we read books, always concentrate and prepare and focus yourself on reading the texts and expanding your information for self-improvement. Again, let's all read for ourselves and, of course, to improve our emotional, mental, and of course, it can also help our spiritual life. Again, this is Jaydee, and this is Jaydee's Corner. Thank you, and God be with you all.